Hi guys, welcome to another video. Thanks for joining me today, and I am going to be unboxing the Technica ATH-M20x. These are wired over-the-ear earphones, and these I bought to test out what Technica is like. I've heard from many reviewers and many online sources that Technica is a really amazing brand, but I've never had any Technica earphones. So I was very curious as to what made them so much better over Bose and Beats and Sony. So I'm going to get right to the unboxing, and I just want to point out the first thing, how massive this box is. This is my right hand, and my hand is considered pretty huge amongst my friends, and they've made fun of me for having such huge hands, and even my entire hand spread apart doesn't cover how big this box is. So this is a pretty massive box, and I'm pretty curious what comes inside of it. So let's get right to it. So there is a flap at the bottom. I'm just gonna open it. Come on, there we go. All right, and I think these are gonna lift right off. Boom, all right. We're welcomed by the Technica logo and a white pull-out tab, which pulls out pretty easily. All right, we have our information packet and the earphones right up top. All right, so that's it. It's pretty basic packaging. I don't see much else. It does seem pretty big for its own, for what it comes with, but let's just get to it. Here they are. These are the Technica ATH-M20x. They come with a lot of protective packaging. There's a lot of plastic everywhere. Not a big fan of plastic, but I'm pretty happy that they've gone with a lot of these protective measures. All right, so there we go. All right, first thing I see is there's exposed wire here. Let me be the first one to tell you I am not a fan of this at all. The exposed wire makes me nervous, especially because if anything were to tug on this part, that's not a good thing. That means that your one side would be disabled. Most companies usually hide these, and for $50 I was hoping that Technica would give me something a bit more premium, but unfortunately this is not the case. Let's see what. So same situation on the other side with the wire. Again, I'm extremely disappointed that for pretty mid-range earphones, these aren't extremely cheap, nor are they expensive, but I at least expected concealed wires. And here we have the audio jack. So this comes in plastic as well. I'm just gonna slide the entire thing off of here real quick. So as you can see, it comes with an amp adapter pre-installed. So I'm guessing if we remove this, we'll have our yeah, there we go. This is a 3.5mm headphone jack, which is what we'll be using in most cases. Now, let me tell you, the base of these are pretty big. So if you have a case that has a smaller opening for the headphone jack, I do not think these are going to fit inside, and you'll have to pop your case off. Let me just try these on, and I'll get back to you real quick. Alright, so I've been listening to these for about 15 minutes, and my initial impressions are that these aren't the most impressive headphones that I've ever used. One of the key issues is that they're pretty heavy, and they feel like they're pushing your head. Not pushing your head, but they're squeezing your head together. And just watch this, yeah. It's not free-flowing, so it does feel like there's a lot of force near your ears, and for someone like me, my ears get sensitive really quickly, especially with headphones, and these didn't do any better. One good thing I do like about this is that the cable is extremely thick and high quality. I don't see this cable ever going bad, and I have to say that is one thing that I'm glad that Technica focused on, because a lot of headphones, they include crappy cables, and even though the headphones are fine, the cables, they get cut or they get bent, and then the headphone stops working properly. Now, where they made up at this, but I think they screwed up right here with including these exposed wires near the ear cuffs. Now, one thing I did notice is these have freeform adjustment. They don't have pre-allotted like pulls that you could do. Most ear headphones that I've used, they were like pre-allotted, like they would click into place. These are freeform, so it'll definitely help you find the most perfect fit. And even though I tried to get as close to a perfect fit as possible, they were still uncomfortable for me. Getting onto the sound quality was exactly what I expected to be. It was not extremely bass heavy, and it had decent coverage of mids, highs, and lows. I do wish that there was a little bit more bass though, but that I believe is just a personal preference. And the overall quality is excellent. Though I do want to point out that while I tried to plug it into my Galaxy S8, which has a case on, and as you can see, the case has a pretty big opening for a headphone jack, and still it almost struggles to get in. And you can see that it's pressing against the case pretty good. So I definitely think that Audio-Technica should focus on making these smaller, because most people do use their phones with cases, and without a case, it will easily go in, but with a case, you're going to have some problems. So this is my impression of the Audio-Technica. I'm not a big fan of them, and while most reviewers do love them, I would not personally buy these. I would not recommend these to anyone, and I'm not sure whether I'll be keeping them or returning them, but I think I need to take a little bit more time to listen to them. If there are any updates, I'll make a follow-up review video, but for my part, I think that these are probably good earphones, but for me, they're not the right fit. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great day. Please do like, comment, and subscribe. It really does help me out. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask them down in the comments below. I'll definitely be checking the comments. Have a great one, guys.